book subscription called Bookaroo, where they send you 2 picture books a month. And I thought it would be fun to make a picture book size bag, because I feel like a lot of my totes that I try to cram his books into, they're too skinny. And then I'm like trying to fit them in. So, for example, here are a couple books, and I made it nice and big so you can see it. So it can slide in easily, and it should fit even those big books, like those flat books. Okay, so that's what it is. This one's still wrapped because I didn't let him unwrap it. I'll let him unwrap it later. So it's fun. The subscription thing sends you wrapped books, so they're kind of like a present. Okay, and you can see that this is fully enclosed, so it can be reversible. Let me flip it here. And then I did a couple quotes. Well, I did this one design because I've always really liked this quote. Children are made readers on the laps of their parents. And then I made the design, and it's on the blog post. So I have 2 designs that we can use, and both of them are free for you to use if you want to remake it yourself, or you can do your own design, or you don't even have to do the vinyl. But you guys know I'm kind of a vinyl addict, so any naked fabric gets vinyl. Now, the exact dimensions that you will need for the pieces are on the blog post, which is in the description and in the caption. And you can easily fiddle with it, so you don't have to make one this big. You can make pretty much any size you want. So we're gonna cut that piece in half, and then we're gonna put our fabrics right sides together. So right sides together means the pretty side, the side that's supposed to face the outside. You want the fabric to be right sides together. Okay. Now it doesn't matter on the green because it's the same. And then for the monsters, there's an obvious difference, right? You want this side to be the side that's showing. So make sure that you're aligning them at the bottom. See how the monsters are standing upright? You want the eyes at the top. So some prints it doesn't matter, but stuff like this, just pay attention and make sure that when you are lining it up, that you get the bottom lined up. Okay, and then for the strap, the same thing. But we're gonna sew the strap together at the top. So you don't have to pin it, but I'm going to, just so we don't get mixed up, and just because if you are a beginner, it's probably easier to pin. So I'm just gonna pin right here in the middle. You can pin more if you want, but we don't need to. So we have right sides together of the strap piece. It's aligned at the top, and we're gonna take about 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, which means from the needle to the edge of the fabric should be about 1/4 of an inch, which if you have it lined up with your presser foot should be around that. I'm gonna stitch forward and stitch back, and what that does is it tacks it in place so it's not gonna come undone on you. Okay, and we do the back stitch at the end too. So now what we're gonna do, you could sew all around the sides and the bottom, but I wanna do it just to make sure that we're sewing the right piece. I'm gonna sew the bottom first and then sew around the sides. And again, this is gonna fit picture books. You can change the dimensions to fit anything you want, but I kind of wanted to give it to Teddy as kind of part of his new book subscription with Bookaroo. Okay, so now we come to this end, and then we're gonna sew up. If you have a serger, you can do this on a serger, but I know that a lot of new sewers don't. So I wanted to show you how to do it just on the sewing machine. Okay, when you come to the top, back stitch a few. Then we'll trim the thread and we'll do the other side. we're gonna do another design. I have two of them on the post, and it is, the other one says "Read to me, please," which I thought would be good for Teddy's book bag. I've seen a lot of Read to Me books, but that boy needs to be reminded of it. So remember, we sewed it together at the top, right sides together, and now we're gonna fold it in half to make our strap. And this strap is gonna be like a nice length for a shoulder bag. And then Teddy can carry it, but let's just be honest. When you make a bag for a toddler, the grown-up ends up carrying it anyways. So might as well make a comfortable strap. The strap comfortable for you. You know what I mean? Okay. So we're ironing this in half. Then next, we're going to sew the strap down. And I would backstitch at the front and the back. Okay, we're just using a basic straight stitch. Again, a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. It has this hooky thing. You slide it in, and then you turn it, and you hook it on the end, and then it will pull the fabric through for you. You can totally use whatever method you like to turn things. One way my sister does it is she holds a chopstick on one end and pushes it through. Sometime I'll have to show you how to do that. We'll do like random tricks one day. How about that? Bag together. Well, actually, let's sew the plastic on first. So, okay. Let's do the holder on the printed fabric since we're going to do the vinyl on the outer fabric. Under about an inch. About an inch. Doesn't have to be exact. It's just a little book bag. I'm not about making things perfect. I'm making things that I like, and I want them to last, and I want them to be functional. So, so you will not find sewing police here, but you are welcome to do it more carefully if you want. So I'm just gonna iron it in place. And we're gonna use that crease a little later, but you can kind of see I folded it about an inch. I didn't bother measuring. I just kind of lined it up and made sure it was close. I'm using this for the pocket. I know it's clear, so it's kind of hard for you guys to see. Can you guys see that? Okay, so this is just clear vinyl. They sell it on giant rolls, most fabric stores, but even Walmart. Now we're gonna find the center of this bag part. I just line up the side seams. And then I put a pin here to find the center. So I'm just gonna use some tape to hold this in place when we go to the machine. I'm not gonna sew over the tape. I'm gonna pull the tape when we get there. So this is a little trick that I learned. You just use some regular packaging tissue paper, like what you would wrap a present with, and then it makes it so that the presser foot doesn't stick to this. Because if you try to sew on this by itself, a lot of times that metal will just kind of stick on it, and it's just annoying. So I just try to put the presser foot along the edge of it, and honestly, it doesn't matter if it's perfect or not. As long as it catches it and holds it into place, you're good to go. I'm gonna pull that tape. And then just kind of tuck this out of your way, and then you can keep going. And then every once in a while, check to make sure underneath is clear so that it doesn't fold under and catch in your project. You just kind of pull it off, and if it a little sticks more, you just kind of scratch it. Can you see that okay? Ooh, the sun is coming out here. Yay. And I just kind of scratch it with my nail to pull it off. And that made it so that we were able to sew on the vinyl without a special foot or anything, and that it could slide really easily for us. So the one we used already, this is the bag that I showed you. So there's that. You could just right click it and save, or you can do the same to this one. So I'm gonna right click and save as, and just save it somewhere to your computer where you will remember to find it. I'm gonna do this in the Cricut program, and it's a free program that comes with the machines, but you can do this pretty much with any cutter. So the way you do that, here we'll make a new project, and then we'll upload the image, and it's really, really fast. And again, we'll cut it out, and then we'll sew the pieces together. So upload image, browse. The vinyl will not wash off. It's made to go on fabric, and it's made to be washable. I have tons of clothing that I use vinyl on that works great. So you click simple image, and then you make sure you have the magic wand tool, and you click it, and it deletes all of that stuff, and then you just go in and you get any enclosed parts. And it's really, really fast and easy to do your own designs. And then I have my my little thingy there, but you can totally delete that when you're doing the vinyl. Please only use this for personal use though, okay? Not for sale, but you're welcome to make them for personal use. So then you hit continue, and then this part you want to save as a cut image. Okay, so just wait till it loads and save it as a cut image. Read to me please, and then hit save. So easy, right? Okay, so we will get that part cutting, and then we want it to be, you click down there on your upload, and you insert the image, and then to change the size, go over here, and I'm going to do it about 9 inches, because I know that's about a good size for the bags. And then you click go, and then over here on the Cricut, this is what the Explorer looks like. Just gonna turn it on. When you use vinyl, you want to do it mirror image, because let me show you how this vinyl works. There's this plasticky stuff that's just to hold it, and this is the actual vinyl, and you're gonna cut through the back. And so you want the vinyl side up when you lay it on your paper or on your mat. This is just a sticky mat. And then I'm gonna open this up and load it in. And I have it set to iron on right here. You can see up there. And then it's already mirrored image. You want to double check that a bunch because you don't want to waste vinyl. And then you click go when it's all ready. And then it'll think. Then we want the Explore Air. And then when it starts flashing at us, we push the button. And then I won't make you stare at it cutting, but and now we push the button, and it'll start cutting for us. Separate the vinyl from the carrier piece. Let me turn you guys a little bit. I'm gonna match these up at the bottom edge, and I'm gonna make sure that when I tuck it, it's tucking pretty close to the same. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're not entering any crazy competition, although it looks like this is a lot longer. So I'm gonna tuck the monster one a little more, I think. Because I don't know what happened, but it looks like the monster one was a lot shorter. Okay. But see, this is an easy fix if you find that you have that problem. The only annoying thing is now we have to be careful ironing around that plastic because we don't want to have the heat on it. And because it has this plastic, normally I would say that when you use the iron-on vinyl, just to turn it right side out and you can dry it fine. But since it has a plastic on one side, I'd probably just line dry it just to be on the safe side. It probably would be okay, but if you're unlucky enough to just have the vinyl hit the side of the dryer, it would be sad, you know, after you do all the work to make it. Okay, so we're gonna tuck this under and make sure it aligns or comes close. Okay, and so I'm just lining up the top and the bottom so that it'll be the same size. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a kid book bag. Now we're gonna iron that in place. And then we'll know where it works. Okay. This side too. Now we're gonna take that vinyl that we made and position it. So we are just gonna press and hold this. So you just kind of press, and you're not running it back and forth like ironing, you're pressing it. So you press and hold it. And again, I have the designs on the blog post. So if you want to make one just like this, you can. Or you can easily do your own. You can personalize it. You can put someone's name. Or you can leave the vinyl off altogether if you don't have a cutting machine or if it's not really your style. And if it seems like it's staying in place, then you're good. If it starts pulling up, put the plastic back down. See right there, it looks like it's not flush. So I'm just gonna press that little spot a little more. That looks better. So if it looks not secure, just go over it again. But this looks pretty good. Here's the strap, and here's the other bag. So let's turn this. One side just needs to be inside out. It doesn't matter which side it is. Once you sew them together, the bag will be completely reversible. So now you just tuck this in here, and then you line up the side seams and the top edges, and then we're going to sew them together close. So I'm just kind of shaking it so it goes into place. And then we're gonna sandwich our strap in the side. And I like this style because it's only one strap to deal with. I know when I'm juggling things, I find 2-strap bags to be kind of annoying sometimes when I'm juggling a bunch of books and kids. So just tuck it in between, put a pin in there. The vinyl can get too hot. Yeah, you can ruin the vinyl. So just whatever vinyl you use, just follow the instructions. It'll come with some instructions. Just follow whatever the instructions are. It should have a temperature gauge as well as how long you should press it. Okay. Tuck that strap in a good 1.5 inches. That way when we take our seam up here, we'll for sure catch it. If you think that you are gonna be carrying tons of books, like make it really heavy, you might want to kind of sew an X here just to make it a little stronger. I can show you how to do that. Let me show you how to do that after we sew around the top. For my other one, all I did was just sew one circle around the top though. So I'm gonna sew a diagonal line down and then one up and then down and then across, just to make kind of an X. And that'll make it a lot stronger if you have something, actually let me sew it down a little more. A lot stronger if you have heavy stuff in it. Then the strap won't just pull out first thing. And I just kind of turn it around so that it goes the direction I want it to. There's probably a better way to do it so you don't have to go back over itself, but that'll make it stronger, so it should be fine. Just kind of turn it. I'm sure you guys have seen stuff like this on straps of bags. Just kind of reinforces it so that you can put heavier things. Cool, right? This is what the box looks like. Not perfect, but it's gonna be strong and hold it. And this is what the bag looks like from that side. And then we can turn it inside out. And this is what this one looks like. And then let me put Teddy's books in it. And then I'll let him come open it. I'll give him the bag. So this is his new book subscription, and they send him wrapped. I let him open one yesterday. This was the one he opened yesterday. Isn't it darling? So cute. The artwork's so cute. Okay, let me put him in his bag, and I'll call him in and see what he thinks. Okay. So, and then there's the pocket if we want to take it to the library, and see how there's plenty of room. So even for those really annoying oversized books, like some of those flat books, I cannot get into my normal book bag. Okay, let's see. Teddy, I made you something, buddy. I made you this bag for your books. Come over here. Okay. They're saying hi. You want to say hi? So it's a book bag, and you can put your library card in there. And look at, your books are in here. Your present books, remember how we got them in the mail? You want to open that one and see what this one is? Yeah? Here, sit here. I'll help you.
I will help you too.
You will help me too? Let's see, what's this one? And then we can put it back in your new bag, and you can carry it to Grandma. What is this one? It's another one. Is it a good one? You can just throw it on the floor. I'll clean it up after. Got it? Ooh, we don't have this one either. So cute. Ink. You want to show them? Yeah. So cute, right? Okay, do you want to hold your bag? And then I'll put it in for you. You want to read it? Here, why don't you? I'll put it in your bag, and then you can, I'll put it on your shoulder, and you can carry it to Grandma, And then while I'm saying goodbye and cleaning up, show them how your bag looks. I know it's big, but I made the strap big so that it would, I could put it on my shoulder. Oh, you want it on the outside? It'll be easier for you to walk if you do a cross. Okay, here's your book. You can take it to Grandma and she can read it to you if you want. Okay?
I got
He's so cute. Do you like your bag?
Look over here.
Oh, have fun reading them.